All right, so hello scholars. This is the tutorial on how to do workflow for the senior portrait, workflow and editing for the senior portrait project that we're going to be doing. This fulfills the Arizona Digital Photography CTE Standard 9.0 Perform Tasks and Post-Production phase of product refinement in digital photography. And it is standard 9.1, create and use a file-based workflow and or a file conversion system, including naming and relabeling files. So we're going to be doing that. Okay, so step one you're going to do is you're going to open up Adobe Lightroom, which I already have open in front of us here. Step two is select the library tab in the upper right corner. So up here we have our tabs, and we're going to start in our library. Select number 3. Now click on the import tab in the lower left hand corner, which is right here. So we're going to click on that. Now I've already imported the files from our photo shoot yesterday. The card is still in there, but we have all of our pictures in there. So you're going to import the images into your library. I've already taken that step in there, so our pictures are already preloaded here of Dallin. Thank you, Dallin, again for being our model. Number 4, once the uploaded dialog box appears, locate and import your images from your card. Number 5, next, clear the quick collection. So in our library, we have all of these different files here with different images in them. We're going to go all the way up to the top here where we have quick collection. We're going to right click and we are going to clear this. And when we clear that, we actually want to save this. So if we go there really fast, we have some yearbook staff members there. So we're going to right click and we're going to save collection. And we want to make sure that this clear quick collection after saving, and we're going to put this as yearbook staff. So if there's something already in the quick collection, make sure you are polite and save it for somebody else. Now there are no images in our quick collection. All right, so that was number 5. Next, clear the quick collection by right-clicking on it and clicking on Save Quick Collection. Number 6, once the Save Quick Collection dialog box appears, put in the date and check the Clear Quick Collection after saving option and click on Save. Number 7, adjust the thumbnail in the lower right-hand corner to your own personal liking. So we're going to go back to our images of Dallin here, which were from yesterday. And you can adjust the thumbnails in the lower right-hand corner. I like to have about 3 images that I can see on there at a time. This will give us a good way to workflow through these. Number 8, select all the images you like by highlighting the image and clicking on this circle in the upper right-hand corner of the image. Once you have selected your favorite images, click on the Quick Collection folder. That's number 10. So the easiest way to do this is we're going to workflow these, and this needs to be a yes or no process. Either you like the image or you don't. Okay, if the image is in focus and you like the way that the person looks, it's a yes. We're going to go back and whittle that down after we go through yes or no's. And the keyboard shortcut for this is actually just B on the keyboard. So by using the arrow keys, I can cycle back and forth. I actually really like this one of Dallin here, so I'm going to push B. And now you notice that this little dot appeared. So if I toggle it, you'll see that it goes on and off. So we're going to put it in the quick collection. I like the one of them smiling. That's a good one. Let's see here. Yep, let's pull that one out. Like that one. So since these are kind of a use for senior portraits, we're going to try to focus on the portrait orientation ones. Because those will fit best into the yearbook. Oh, like that one too. Let's see here. These are okay. Like that one. That one. Not that one. All right, so we have 107 images of Dallin in there, so that meets a requirement for the project. Now we go up to our quick collections, and we should have narrowed this down. We have it narrowed down to 13 now. From here, for this project, you are going to narrow this down to your top 3 selections. So if we look at step 12, in that folder, you're going to narrow your selections down to 3 images. That's number 12. So as we go through here, using that same process of just clicking on the B on the images, we can narrow them down. So of these first 4, these are all taken in the same location, all very similar. We're going to narrow this down to 1. So of these, we are going to stick with, I like the one of you smiling. There we go. Okay, and this one, I really like it, but it doesn't really meet the requirements for the yearbook, so that one's out. All right, of these 4, we now have these next 4 all on the stairs there. Kind of like the way the diagonals look in these 2, so we're going to remove that one, and between these 2, I kind of like the closer one, but you're kind of doing something weird with your lips, so we'll go with that one. There we go. All right, so of these ones, I really like the lines in the background. So let's see here. This one's out because it's not a portrait. And of these, I like the closer one better. And now of these 4, let's see, kind of doing a weird thing with your lips there, so that one's out. So there we go. We have narrowed it down to our top 3 images. These are the 3 images that I will edit. All right, number 13, once you have your top 3 images, click on the Develop tab in the upper right-hand corner, which is right here. There's a picture in your notes for you as well. Once in the Develop module, create a virtual copy by right-clicking on the thumbnail and clicking on Create Virtual Copy. So we are going to actually select all of these images. So Control A or Command A if you're on a Mac. And then they're all highlighted. I'm going to right-click, and one of the options is Create Virtual Copy. And there's a picture of it in your notes as well. So this first version is going to be the one that you turn in of the unedited, and then we're going to do, this will be your edited one, the one with a little dog ear on that. So you're going to be turning all 6 of these images in to Google Classroom for your project. All right, in the development module, use the spot removal tool to remove any blemishes and use the adjustment brushes to whiten teeth. Next, create, so let's do that. So we have over here, we have a couple of options here. The first one is the spot removal tool. So we're going to zoom in, and you can go in and remove any blemishes. All right, and then we're going to use the teeth whitening brush. So if you click on the brush right here, we have teeth whitening, and we can go in and, so I can hit Command Z to step backwards. You can also click the Show Selective Mask Overlay, and it shows you exactly where you're kind of painting. We're not giving his teeth a sunburn. And this is a normal process for everybody. This is something that is pretty standard. You do need to be aware, though, that you don't want to overdo it. Because what will happen is, I'll show you here in just a second. So say I make a mistake and I go, whoop, oh, I went way over here on the lips. You can actually hold down the Alt key, and you see it goes to a minus sign, which is the reduction sign, and just go, oh, nope, I don't want that. There you go. All right, so then we turn off this Show Selected Mask Overlay, and we can go in here, we can adjust the exposure. Now, you can totally overdo this. It does not look right. Or we could be really cruel, you know. Probably not what we want to do either. Oh, I can see I missed a couple spots in there now. Okay, so we are actually going to, we want to lighten these up a little bit. Just a little bit is usually pretty good. So we're going to bring it up like a half a stop. Right about there. There we go. So a little brighter than they normally would be. Okay, so once you've done that, let's see here. So we are on step 18. Next, create a virtual copy by clicking on the thumbnail and clicking on create virtual copy. We've already done that. And then step 25. I'm sorry, flip that over. Step 20. So on this copy, our edited version here, we're going to add a preset. So we have all of our presets here. These are like, so let me zoom out here. Turn this off. We are going to add a preset. So these are just the basic ones in there, and you get to choose whichever preset that you like. So since this is for a yearbook, we probably want to stay away from the black and white ones, but if you really want to go that way, that's fine. But you're going to choose one of these. So let's see here. Kind of like the soft mist. Look, there we go. So you just click on it and it will add the filter to the image. All right, so if I actually hit toggle the backslash key, we can see the before and the after. There's the before, there's the after. So I'll be able to go in and look at the difference between the two. So this is really kind of a personal preference. This one's a lot, has more tone to it. These images are in RAW. So we can go back. So you're going to be submitting this one and this one so I can see the difference on what you actually edited. So you're going to do that for each of the images. So you're going to be submitting the unedited and the edited image. So to export these, so when you're ready to turn these in, you are going to select all of the images. You can either drag and highlight them all, or holding down Control, you can click on them, or just hit Control A. And when you get ready to export them, you're going to right click. When the export dialog box appears, you're going to choose a destination. So we're going to go to exports and then export again, just like that. All right, and then we are going to, when we pull up the export dialog box, export to the hard drive. That's the computer hard drive, that is. You're going to choose a destination, which should be your thumb drive. I'm going to put it on the desktop for now. So we'll include the desktop as the folder. And this is where the important part is, how to label these. Okay, under the file naming section, title your file like this. The event date. So the event was Malbrew, so that's the senior picture, so that's the last name. We're going to put in the date, so which was 12, and yesterday was the 9th, I believe, and then 2018, and then you're going to put your initials. And then make sure to check the box, so we want to make sure that this box is checked, otherwise it won't actually name it. Number 27, set the file settings to size of quality 100. So right here we have our quality. Make sure this is set to 100. We want full resolution images. All right, in the watermark section, this should be something that you're familiar with. We've done this before in the past, but we have watermarking. We want to make sure that this is watermarked, so you make sure you click on that. If you're working on a computer that already has your watermark in there, you can do that. So we are going to click on Edit Watermarks. And we get to choose where it's from. So I believe mine is under Documents. Let's see here, Downloads. All right, so we'll use this this logo here. So you've created, I don't care which watermark you put in here. It can be your signature watermark or your logo watermark, whichever one that you want to use. This is a personal preference thing. And then you can go in here, and right now you can see that it's in the upper right hand corner. I probably don't want it there. So I'm going to move it, and you can see I can anchor it. So I'm going to anchor it in the lower right hand corner. I'm going to change the proportional size, make it a little bigger so I can actually see it. All right, so we have our file setting, our size, we have our watermark. When the watermark editor dialog appears, click on choose and locate your PNG file that has your watermark, then click on choose again, and then you're going to click export or save. So we click save. We give this a name. We're going to call this Dallin. Great. And then we click export. Export these and put them all in. Right here we have export 6 images. We're going to pop over to our desktop here in just a second to actually look at them. So let's do that really fast. So we should have a folder here. Let's see here. Let's see it. Oh, I put them under yearbook staff. There we go. So here are our images of Dallin, and then we'll see a before and an after of each image. And these are the 6 images that you're going to turn in. If you have questions, please let me know at jbyrne@topomel.com. Thanks for watching.